What is up, guys? Welcome back to Auto Access. For today's video, I'm going to tell you what it's like to drive a 2016 V6 Mustang. So the first thing, the steering wheel has 3 different driving modes: Sport, Comfort, and Normal. I personally like to drive in the Sport mode. It tightens up the wheel the most of the 3 settings. It's more responsive and just much more tighter in your hand, and feels like it makes it handle a lot better. The Normal and Comfort modes I rarely drive in. I will drive in the Comfort mode, however, when I drive on the highway and I just want to have a smooth steering and not want it to be really responsive when I'm just cruising at highway speeds. The next thing is the Comfort. Now, these are the base cloth seats in the base model V6, but that doesn't mean they're not comfortable. I've done quite a lot of road trips in this car, and I've had no problem with the comfort in this car. And I've even had 2 people sit in the 2 back seats, but they managed. It wasn't comfortable, but it wasn't enough to not make them go on the road trip. So you can put smaller people back there and make the comfort of this car work. The next thing I'll talk about is the handling. In the 2015 and up Mustangs, the S550 generation, they replaced the solid axle in the back with the independent rear suspension. This makes the car handle much better, and not like the Mustangs of before. It allows you to corner at a lot higher speeds without being scared you'll lose control. The next thing is the power in this car. This car is powered by a 3.7 liter V6 engine that has 300 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. That is plenty of power to get up and go where you need to go. And it sends you from 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds. Although the times I tested didn't really support that, but that is what Ford claims. The visibility in this car is a lot better than the other muscle cars and its competitors. This car doesn't really have any blind spots. I have no problem with checking my blind spot, and even has little blind spot mirrors to look at. And I find them quite helpful and use them quite a lot. The rear visibility is quite good. It's really wide and you can see right behind your car. It's not bad at all. And the side visibility is really nice with these really wide mirrors. And of course, you can't really see over the front of the hood because the hood in this car is quite long. But it's not really a problem. You get used to it when you're trying to park, and it's no problem when you're driving normally. The next thing I'll talk about is the fuel economy in this car. Right now I'm currently getting 17.7 miles per gallon. That's how much I usually get when driving this car around town and wherever I go. However, on the highway, I've been able to get up to 32 miles per gallon on a trip when I was trying to hydro-mile the car, and that's quite good. I was cruising at around 55 miles per hour at around 1500 RPM and was getting quite good gas mileage. But it also can get quite bad when you drive in sport mode for fun on the back roads. Usually I get around 14 miles per gallon. But that's still not that bad compared to some of its other competitors. The final thing I'd like to touch up on when driving a 2016 V6 Mustang is the ride quality. Thanks to that new independent rear suspension, the car is much more smoother and less harsh on the driver than the previous generation Mustangs. Those cars were known for being quite rough and not very smooth on the driver. And now that's something that is kind of expected when driving a muscle or sports car like this with a tighter suspension, as you don't really look for a nice ride quality. But this Mustang definitely has a nice ride quality that is definitely better than the previous Mustangs, and has definitely been improved thanks to that independent rear suspension. So there you have it, guys. Those are my thoughts on what it's like to drive a 2016 V6 Mustang. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next video.